So how can I put that? Literally, it destroyed everything. Everything was gone! Actually, no, I actually had to reset up my model, including things, because it disconnected from my camera, all this other stuff, and I'm... Everything's dead, including the kitchen sink. Green in the middle, and pink on the other side, if I remember. Fuck off, kid. But I am back! Just as the storm is getting closer. Alright. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. Don't you fucking dare! He did. They dared. Motherfuck all of you! One, two, three, four, five. Like, what am I going to have to do to keep them from... I know what I have to do. Bet you fuckers can't climb ladders. You can fly, but shut the fuck up! I think I broke my arm. Alright. I didn't grab the Milam that I just made. I need. Yep, we back. Like, I had to reset everything, like my camera that's attached that watches. I mean, follows my... Here's your coffee. She looks at it like it's fucking poisoned or not. Judgmental. You fucking broke the cup! Well, hot dang, missy, you can make a cup of coffee. It's the finest cup I've ever had? Not a chance, but it'll do. Ha, it'll do? Look at that. You've got me all drippy and sentimental. Alright, fine, you upheld your into things. You take one item with you. There, business settled. Now get out of my hair! The motherfuckers stole all my coffee. I was making extra coffee to make sure that if I got it wrong, that I could, you know, redo it without having to redo the whole thing. Motherfuckers came over here and picked it up. Bordo, this doesn't mean I like you. Well, look at that little fellow you brought me. A miniature Bordo. Miss where on earth did you find this? I got it from Nana's shop. Well, that is explaining it. Nana and Bordo go quite back a ways indeed. In fact, I can remembering a younger, more youthful Nana. Quite the charmer she was. Passionate and fiery sort of person. She was quite firm in her convictions. Back then, she did not yet run a shop. Instead, she, well, she was a champion of many causes, many important undertakings, and Bordo helped her whenever it was being possible. But that was all so long ago, and we have both changed since then. Especially her. Yes, quite different times they were, goodness. At any rate, this Bordo doll certainly indicates she is thinking of me with fondness even now. Or simply profiting off my likeness. Yes, it's one of those two possibilities. Thank you for showing me. I hope the doll finds a charming little home. I mean, it'll disappear once the glade changes again, but okay. I should kick you. I mean, I know that's not an option. Motherfucker stole my coffee. That's the reason why he's that color. Good thing I can still sweep up these leaves in fucking rain. Stick together, stick to the mob, stick to everything else than what I want it to go to. Alright, back to murdering it. I mean, talking to a child. Back to corrupting a child. I mean... Monster. I drew a picture on your building! I noticed. What is it a picture of? Entropy! Kid? Entropy? Yeah! Do you even know what that is? Duh! I've read it in books before. I'm not an idiot. Okay, use entropy in a sentence. Fine, I made a drawing. It's a drawing of entropy. No, that doesn't count. Try again. You're just trying to trick me. You don't know what entropy means. I do know what entropy means. Hey, what's the stuff you're making in that big machine inside? The big glass machine? It makes tea. What's that? Yeah, tea? You've never had tea before? No, I hate it. No, you hate it, or no, you've never had it before? I've never had it before and I hate it! Good child. Well, there's nothing I can do to argue with that logic. I want tea! Really? But I thought you said he hated it. Yeah! But you want one anyways? Yeah! Is it because you like to hate things? Yeah! That's what I thought. What kind of tea do you want? What flavor? Make it gross! I want it to be super gross! Sure, gross tea coming up. Apparently the kid is drawing weird pictures on the floors of the shop now. Is that okay? Baru feels at this is a moment for Miss Atta to make an authoritative decision. What do you say? Is drawing on the floors of the shop permitted? I'm not gonna be here for this long. Fine, yes. So it is decided. A stunning triumph of managerial decision. Makings from stop director Alta. Drawings from wall to wall is being the dawn of a new era for Wanderstop. Aren't you worried about another situation like when you left out the colored markers for people? Yes, you remember well. I'll tell you what, if the drawings become too unruly, you can simply sweep them away with your broom. I will leave it to your discretion, shop director Alta. Well, good thing I can broom this away. Wish I could broom away all my problems. Put anything you want in this one, it really doesn't matter. No, that is a bad statement there. Consuming it ages you by 1 minute. What do I want Vader to be? Is burning some station in the feet. Tastes like the day you met your best friend. Overconfident in their ability to math. Wasn't there one that, like, makes you very, very, like, active? Like, I swear there was one that was like, yeah, there, Azzy fruit, tart, sticky, and high in caffeine. So pink. Of course, I will have to deal with the hyperactive child, yes, but I mean, that's a later me problem. That is a later me problem. Should I also put coffee in there? Did say do whatever I want. And I've never been the bastion of good decisions. Coffee it is. Let me rinse this off. I'll be at least nice and, you know, clean up the coffee before. Get some tea. You know, I wish I had a better cup for the kid. To fit their artistic merits. Since they left me that beautiful whatever that is. I accidentally set down the broom. I set down the fucking broom! I dropped broom somewhere. Yes. Give me a better cup! I mean, I guess I should have picked instead of the doll. I mean, that's a current me problem. Nothing, really? Oh, I see one. Hiding in a bush. And it gave me a pot rather than an actual cup. Come on, game. If I'm gonna torture this child, I want to do it fucking properly. Come on. Wowie, the analysis of the Derek Warhol franchise was really a bummer, wasn't it? Didn't know all that, and frankly, I didn't need to. Tell you what, let's ignore all the dreary nonsense and enjoy a good old-fashioned Derek Warhol novel. This one's called Bullets Forever. Can't wait to find out who Derek Warhol kills this time. Yours... Somebody needs to donate bits for me to read the rest of that one. Or, now that I'm considering thinking about it, maybe if reading it will give me time for more things to grow around so that I could see if I can get a better... I did not see all these. Give me something good. I know there's something that, like, is for trinkets, but I don't think, cups are considered trinkets as much. Alright, I guess we'll go inside and read this. Alright. It happened! The unthinkable happened! Derek Warhard was dead! How could such a tragedy come to pass? It all began exactly 2 weeks prior. Derek Warhard had successfully concluded a top-secret mission and eliminates the world's #1 terrorist, Richard McElevator. Technically, every mission Derek Warhard engaged was top secret, yet Derek Warhard was also the single most popular and beloved individual in the earth, with all of his exploits cataloged extensively in Quarterly Review magazine. The Quarterly Review magazine Warhard Weekly also included supplementary materials such as fashion model foldouts of Derek Warhard and the reader quizzes like where would Derek Warhard punch you to kill you instantly? Readers of the latest Warhard Weekly would learn of Derek Warhard had defeated the world's #1 terrorist, Richard McElevator, in a thrilling high-speed boat fight. The fight didn't actually take place on a boat, more so it featured Derek Warhard literally lifting a boat out of the water and smashing Richard McElevator to death with it. Derek Warhard had never killed a criminal with a boat before, and the sheer thrill of it blew his mind. What was it? I feel bad about not remembering this. The joke that is like, for the longest time of, like, Roundhouse Kick guy, from Texas Walker Ranger. I need to look it up now. Chuck Norris, yes! Oh. Why did I say Maddox? There was a character in here called Maddox. Maddox, how are you? I had a crash. It was a wonderful crash. In fact, the days later is still hiding the breathtaking high. Yet the weekend, his adrenaline had cooled off, and the reality began to sink in that it was an experience he never again will get to relive. After all, Richard McElevator had been the world's #1 terrorist. The next best thing Derek Warhol could accomplish at this point would be to crush the world's 2nd terrorist with a boat. And that just didn't light any sort of fire in his soul. For days he languished in a cruel depression, tortured by the joys of a life he'd never get to relive. And at last, after 2 full weeks of despair, Derek Warhol arrived at an ingenious realization. If he were to die, then would be able to travel to an afterlife where he could once again defeat the world's #1 terrorist, Richard McElevator, in a high-speed afterlife boat battle. Thus, Derek Warhol set out in a high-stakes, life-threatening mission to die. This effort proved more difficult than expected. He had spent decades training his skin to resist bullets, and building up the spiritual karma to resist the magic of voodoo effigies. He drank poison every morning and guzzled poison as he was going to bed, popped poison pills periodically through the missions. A doctor once said his body was more poison than water, and that made Derek Warhard so happy that that he shot the doctor right in the kidneys. In the end, he decided to think himself to death. Derek Warhard made it a point of pride to never think too hard about anything, and so it was perhaps the only way in which he was truly vulnerable. He began by attempting to spell long and complicated words, yet discovered that he was a natural genius at spelling. Then he decided to invent entirely new and much more complex words to spell, and found that he too was a master of that too. Finally, he decided to invent a spell and spell the single longest word imaginable, and that's what finally got him. The word was so long that it took him 2 weeks to spell it, after which time his brain gave out and died due to the sheer hatred of letters. The last thing he yelled before blackness consumed him was, "Hell better rule!" Then Derek Warhard came to, and he was lying on an old wooden ferry, floating down a gray river surrounded by all sides of heavy brown mist. The stench of death hung in the air. Standing next to the Derek Warhard was the ferret In the ferry was an ancient-looking boatman, a frail and bony figure covered from head to toe in tattered black cloth. The boatman propelled the ferry forward with the spindly wooden oar and groaned as he rowed. After some time, the boatman looked down at Derek Warhard. Oh, snap! Are you Derek Warhard? The boatman began to tremble with excitement. Oh my god! I'm such a big fan! You're a freaking legend around here! A lot of people I ferry were killed by you. And indeed, as Derek Warhard looked around the underworld, he could see that it was packed with perished souls, many of whom he had killed either intentionally or unintentionally, or both. He recognized many of the evildoers he'd put away, villains whom Derek Warhard felt a moral responsibility to eliminate because they had wished harm on every common man. But he had killed a lot of the everyday common men, too. Janitors, doctors, improv comedians. Derek Warhard pursued his passion for violence with eyes unclouded by discrimination or class distinction. And in this sense, he was the most moral man ever to live. He recognized the souls of many political envoys and ambassadors whom he'd murdered, peaceful people whom he'd specifically been assigned to protect. A small voice in the back of his head wondered why he kept getting assigned to protect peaceful political envoys. But he easily crushed the doubts with his unstoppable mind. Another victory for the freedom of thought. Derek Warhard took some photos with the boatman and signed a copy of Warhard Weekly, and then the two of them proceeded down the river. As they went, still more recognizable faces of people he'd eliminated passed by. Many of the handlers who had been assigned to him on missions, lovers of all shapes and sizes, cashiers who'd accidentally given him too much change back, and driving instructors administering his driver's license exams. Derek Warhard had tried to get his driver's license many times over the years. But his driving was so precise and so extreme that every driving instructor who'd ever ridden in a car with him had spontaneously exploded from the thrill of it. His lack of proper driving license continued to be a point of friction between him and his agency. At last, they passed by the face of Derek Warhard had been searching for all along. Richard McElevator, the world's #1 terrorist, looked at him, standing over there, so smug, so secure, thinking he's safe just because he's dead. Derek Warhard boiled over with rage. He leapt from the ferry, and then midair, he grabbed the ferry out of the water and smashed down upon Richard McElevator's head. The ferry splintered to 1,000 pieces, and Richard McElevator, the world's #1 terrorist, was eradicated completely from all planes of existence. The boatman, who had been thrown from the ferry when this happened, began hooting and hollering and pumping his fist. Yes, bro! Yes! Like that! That's how we do it in this house. And for his part, Derek Warhard felt the same rush of pure bliss as he felt during the previous boat killing. The same joy filling his soul completely from within, and he knew that the adventure had all been worth it. Until a figure with pure light emerged from the heavy mist. This being was impossible to describe. Derek Warhard felt like... it felt like Derek Warhard, like a figure from a dream he'd forgotten from long ago. The being was impossible to directly perceive. When Derek Warhard tried to look at it, he felt only a sense of balance and equanimity. From the center of this being flowed the essence of all things of light and dark, and of time, and of the beginning of time and the end of creation. This being both existed and did not exist, and when it spoke, it spoke without speaking. Derek Warhard, said the being of light, you have come to the land of the perished. You have come to the land of the perished, and you have destroyed a soul. You have eradicated life, not just from the mortal plane, but from all existence. The being floated in all directions, simultaneously illuminating the landscape. All things are bound by eternity, even in this place. Life is merely exchanged in a continual transfer of energy. It is this perpetual movement of life, its ebb and flow, which gives rise to consciousness. Your own consciousness depends on this life energy. To destroy it is to threaten life itself. Now the being of light coalesced into a single form and stood before Derek Warhard. Come, Derek Warhard, I extend to you my friendship and my knowledge. Your power is so immense, I ask you to employ it in the pursuit of true compassion towards others, for there is no power so great as that which stems from a place of genuine love. I wish this for you. Let us walk together, and I will show you the balance of nature of eternity. I will grant you insight into the compassion which binds our... But the being of light was cut short because Derek Warhard had punched it in the groin. This was a shock to the being because it didn't even know it had a groin. How is this possible? It said, I am the infinite. I have no body parts. I am not... Derek Warhard punched it again, square in the nuts. The being of light doubled over in the most extreme pain it had ever felt. How? This isn't possible! Now Derek Warhard throat chopped the being of light. It gasped and sputtered for air. I don't breathe. How? Derek Warhard clambered up onto the being's shoulders and put an arm around its neck in a headlock and slowly twisted. Send me back to the world of the living, he screamed. Send me back or I'll twist until you snap like a twig. He applied even more pressure. Please, no, gasped the being of light. I'll do anything. Just let me go. The being of light pulsed with a golden glow, and Derek Warhard felt his body begin to rise. He let go and ascended upward, out of the heavy brown mist, back to the land of the living. The last things he heard were the being of light breathing in a huge heaving gasp, and the bony boatman yelling, Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Yes, yes! When Derek Warhard returned to his body, he discovered that the adventure had given him a new perspective in life. Going against his general distaste for thinking, he reflected on the fragility of human existence and how easily a life is taken. He felt a weight in his chest when he thought about all those perished souls who'd never again breathe fresh air, who'd never walk in the grass nor spend time with cherish time with the ones they love. And so, with this new outlook on mortality, Derek Warhard decided that he would live forever! After all, he'd already been to the afterlife once, and to be honest, it kind of sucked. So, he'd rather not go back again. This was a huge relief to decide, because it solved a lot of problems, and he felt the weight of his chest lift completely. With another successful mission behind him, he sat down to begin describing his new perspective on life and morality for his column, the Warhard Weekly. He was also the editor-in-chief of Warhard Weekly, so he'd have to be up all night editing and revising his own writing, not to mention inventing a whole new host of complex words. But that was just the way he liked it. He grinned. God damn, it's good to be alive. It was just another typical day for Derek Warhard. That was something. That was something. It existed. That was something. Yes. Yes, yes. I feel like I'm missing a book. Oh well. Back to trying to find a good... It's like the game knows what I want and isn't giving it to me. There we go. I'll take that cup. Looks special enough. Okay. Time for spanking! The spank is up. I guess I can't make it too hot for the kid. I'll be nice. I won't, you know, give it a certain degree burns. Yeah, I'm being way too nice to this kid. Go leave one out for the motherfuckers to steal. I know they're... Yep. God damn it. He got there too quickly. Damn it. You know, I was making this one for y'all, but I mean, apparently you decided... That is an interesting coloration. Here. Not yet through there. Oh, come on, Cup. Come on, Cup! Not you. Try this again. Okay. Youngling. I have your caffeine. I mean, tea. Here you go, gross tea. What is that? It's just cup of liquid. That's what tea is. It's just flavored water. It sucks. Tea sucks. No, it doesn't. Just try it. Can I get a different one? I work hard to make this one for you. Just drink it. I gotta go do stuff. Bye. I will fucking choke you with it. Here. Hey, you there! Come here! Hello, customer of Wanderstop. How may I help you today? Cut the crap, I don't need your sass. Look over there. The child, the one behaving like a little gremlin. Where's its parents? Honestly, don't know. I've asked, but she won't tell me. Huff! Kids off the leash, running around, causing havoc. Don't like it. Huh! That's it. That's all I had to say. Now get out of here. Make me. Make you? As if I've got nothing better to do than to be your disciplinarian. I've got business to run. I've got shareholders breathing down my neck. I'm busy. Here, you want a chore to do? Give me another coffee. Will you give me another item for your shop if you do? Another item? Ugh, don't tell me you're just barging in here into negotiating like that. Has anyone taught you how to haggle? This is basic stuff, kid. In fact, here it is. Professor's there's the final book. Currency to Economic Volume 6. Covers haggling from front to back. Study up and then do me a favor and don't waste my time from now on. Oh, and bring me that coffee. Bring me coffee. Maybe we'll assess the trading another item situation. Maybe, possibly, I promise nothing. Last coffee you brought me was a little weak. Let's take this up a notch. You're gonna make a batch of 3 beans this time and pour it into a cup. One more. And actually, get the melon thing out of there. I hate vanilla. Got no idea what I was thinking. Put cinnamon in there instead. You hear it needs a bit of a kick. And pour that baby on top of a 3-bean coffee. Got all that? Sheesh, I don't make this dang thing myself. You're lucky I'm so busy tending this stall. Well, stop talking. Get back to it. You know, I haven't read any of these economics guides and probably should. 8 pages. Welcome. Well, I should actually read the first one first before I... Hello, Miss Bordeaux's having yet another time of silly ideas. I am feeling the pots inside our house are looking a bit barren, so I thought I asked you to fill them up with some plants. You did such a wonderful job with the hanging plots. Wouldn't it be lovely to also fill the pots inside? Sure, I'll find some time for it. Lovely. Any pots should do the trick. I'll let you decide which ones. You'll be filling the big stationary pots. No need to fill the smaller ones, unless you really want to. While you're doing that, how about if I draw a little picture for you? Bordeaux's not much of an artist, it's true. Oh, really? What? Anything new that came up? Any cyber sleuth information? Not much, but I'm enjoying from time to time. Once you've filled up our shop with lovely plants, come and see me and I'll give you whatever I manage to draw. I have a lot of yellow ones. Nope, give it back. What a yellow. Let's see. I think that's the economics one. Just a few! Goodness! Volume 1, Professor Currency's Guide to Economics. Welcome, reader, to the vast, strange, unfathomably beautiful, unfathomably terrifying world of economics. If you picked up this book, you made the decision to dedicate your life to study of economic theory. You've chosen well. My name is Professor Currency, and I'll be your guide on this multi-volume dissection of the many fascinating facets of economics. First, an admonishment. Do not be daunted by the complex nature of what you're about to read. The pursuit of economic study is demanding, rigorous, and often physically painful. This is normal. Pain is economics entering the body. Rest assured that whatever struggles you face in comprehending this knowledge, you will be rewarded tenfold once you fully understand it. Armed with the fierce comprehension of economic theory, you will be an unstoppable machine of intellect and charisma. But 450? Damn. The trailer will be the starters. Okay. So where to begin? How does one dive into the field of rich and differences economics? Well, let us start with a brief history. Economics did not exist prior to the Crimson Age. Up until this time, all goods and services were given random values. These values could change arbitrarily at any time for any reason. A loaf of bread might cost 10 gremlins in the morning, and at 3 p.m. the price could suddenly jump to 85,000 gremlins. And while the price could then drop by half gremlins at 4 p.m., by then the bread market is already in shambles. It was a terrible way to live, and every day tens of thousands of people died simply overexerting their brain trying to figure out this system. However, at the beginning of the Crimson Age, the government decided enough was enough! Their solution was to form the Special Committee to Stop Money-Related Thinking Deaths. Patamon. Nice! I'm not surprised that those are the ones that were picked. Which gathered once every 3 months for an hour to discuss and deliberate on the brand new system of valuing goods and services. After their 6 months of the congregation, they had invented a system which we use to this very day, economics. Of course it does. I'm not surprised it deals with time travel. Under this new profound ideology, goods and services will be given prices that correspond directly with their value. It was a change that produced drastic and immediate impact upon the entire world, where while many were happy to have consistent and reliable method of valuing items, others thought it was disastrous. A significant number of merchants had gotten rich selling services like a cold bag of gross, ugly rocks by simply waiting for the exact moment when their service was very reasonably priced, while other services were completely unaffordable. The turnip market. Sorry, just thinking of Animal Crossing. Yet, while there was complaint for the most part, the new system was widely accepted and adopted. Quickly, vendors began to ask questions like, what will consumers pay for, what will consumers actually want to pay money for? And is there a solution where the market values a cold bag of gross, ugly rocks more than literally of all other commodities? These questions became the cornerstones of economic study, and the ugly rock test was the first principle taught in most 101 economic classes. Hi, Panda! Don't get bloody nose. I mean, no promises. Well, it is certainly true that specifics of market value is quite different today than they were in the Crimson Age. The fundamental underlying tenets of the economic theory are the same now as they were back then. It continues to be true that consumers want things, and they are willing to pay for goods if the price is commensurate with its value. It continues to be true that a cold bag of gross, ugly rocks is tremendously difficult, though not impossible, item to... I didn't mean to hit that button. Fuck. A possible item to advertise as being a most valuable commodity and a person could possibly own. And it continues to be true that everyone wants to make money, which means that in some sense everybody is an economist. Pandorum. Rum. Of course, some of us are more of an economist than others since we went to school for it and physically fought one-on-one on a tournament style in the gladiatorial arenas to earn our diplomas. But on more of a theoretical and non-very real level, every single person in today's world is an economist. This concludes our discussion of the history of economics. But what are the practical implications of economic theory in today's world? How can economics best be used to for personal gain? And what about that economics combat tournament I mentioned, and the light implications of packed arenas around the world where tournaments are held? Several of these questions will be answered in Professor Currency's Guide to Economics Volume 2. Join me in the next book as we delve further into the unfathomably, unintelligibly, illegibly beautiful world of economics. We've got that one done. The card game is getting an app. I'm surprised there hasn't been a TGC of what you call it until now. Cat is fed. That is good. Welcome back, reader, to the thrilling world of economics. If you've read each volume of my new book series up until now, then you should already be comfortable with such topics as inflation, scarcity, counterfeit dollar bills, the Skrimeral effect, the imaginary taxes versus the actual taxes, and all 7 methods of exporting dairy. In this volume, however, we will be focusing on one singular topic, haggling. Economics. In D3, Godzilla! Haggling is the great paradox of economics. If everything has a price, why should the price change via negotiation? In this sense, haggling is a sort of economic black magic, a forbidden art to be called upon only when the most dire circumstances. In some countries, excessive use of haggling can lead to a drastic prison sentence. Of course, a person skilled in haggling can quite easily reduce the prison sentence down to practically nothing. When is it appropriate to haggle? There are 3 generally accepted circumstances in which price negotiation is called for. First is when a vendor has used cosmic witch energy to artificially raise the price of a product. witches are widely known for being disdainful of basic tenets of capitalism, and will therefore lend their powers to unscrupulous vendors in an effort to offset the market. You can combine Godzilla with Greymon. Wow. Second, it is acceptable to haggle on behalf of a small orphan child who's sickly, ill, and only has a single coin to his name, who hands you the coin and coughs pitifully and asks if you'll please help him buy a loaf of bread for himself and his sister. And he knows that a single coin isn't enough for bread, but won't you please see if you can somehow negotiate the price down? And finally, it is acceptable to barter with the government-approved 12-foot by 12-foot haggle zone, if properly sanitized. How does one go about haggling? For many centuries, the most common ways to initiate negotiation was by declaring the code phrase, "Good gravy with spices, let's haggle with these prices," which would then be responded to in the affirmative with, "I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm fighting for each shilling." However, starting in the plated era, customers began shifting in favor of more physically confrontational methods, such as haggle slapping. Over time, haggle slapping waned in popularity due to government regulation, and a more formalized combat handshake took its place. You are, of course, welcome to use a combination of these methods depending on the local customs. So let's say the pre-haggling rites have been completed and the negotiation itself has begun. Now what? It's time to remember the #1 rule of haggling. Always, always reject the first offer. It makes no difference what the content of the first offer is, even if you've been offered everything you're seeking plus another 25% off on top. You turn it down. Be sure to couch your rejection in a pithy, condescending remark like, "Haha, okay. We've gotten all the pathetic jokes offers out of our system. Let's get down to business." Oh, I have it set up for dyslexic. Yeah, that's one of the abilities. So yeah. Let's me read it better. Out of our system. Let's get down to business. The reason for all this is simple. Haggling is about establishing dominance. The person with the most confidence is always the one who wins the haggle, regardless of what the actual terms of the deal ends up being. And the most important aspect of the confidence is knowing that you could walk away at any time for any reason. You must be willing to burn everything you cherish to the ground at a simple drop of a hat, simply despite someone who's slightly more arrogant than you. For this reason, after you reject the first offer, your opponent makes a counter offer. The sensible thing to do is to strongly consider rejecting the second offer as well, regardless of the details. Many business people will flip a coin to decide whether to even consider the second offer or to reject it outright. Of course, coin flips are well known for their better than average odds, so you may wish to instead roll a series of weighted die to create a higher likelihood of turning the offer down. Yes, this is the Slappy Depression Tea game, yes. If you made it to the third offer, well done. You are now entering the vaulted Master's Inner Circle of haggling. If up until this point the negotiations have been like a game of checkers, from here on it becomes more like a game of 8-dimensional underwater chess played both forward and backwards in time, entirely within the mind of a genius 12-year-old who's simultaneously crushing the world's leading chess champion in real-life chess game on top of a mountain. At this point, there are no hard, fast rules of haggling. You'll only succeed on a combination of instincts, experience, and brutal intimidation. If there's one rule you remember, it should be this. Always be willing to walk away. Anyway. At any time, for any reason. If your opponent comments on how fair and equitable the deal is, consider walking away simply to demonstrate superiority. If he mentions how hard times have been for him and what an incredible blessing this deal would be to help his family get back on their feet, you should walk away simply to test his legitimacy of his I have a family story. Oh. Thank you. I had to... No, more thing. Everything that could possibly go wrong has gone wrong tonight in this stream. And if he ever shows you pictures of his family, immediately excuse yourself so that you can report him to the police for family-based fraud. Family-based fraud is the most morally detrimental to the society of all crimes committed by man. This degenerate will spend the rest of his life behind bars. With this information, you should now have a firm grasp of the ins and outs of haggling. Continue to study and appreciate yourself through apply yourself through practice, and a complete mastery of price negotiation will be close at hand. I'll see you in the next volume of Professor Currency's Guide to Economics, where we'll review over 150 ways of identifying a family-based fraudster just by the look in his eyes. Alright. Grandma OT out there, and not the good Grandma OT. The... annoying one wants a nice list of shit. Have I gotten all the plot? The whatchamacallits? But that's hilarious looking. But what if I like both Sabby and Haru to be here? I'm teasing. If you have other things you need to do, go ahead. Oh, come on. Here we go. Whee! I'm missing any. I got all the things planted. Alright. There's Bartle. 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 Hello, miss. Is there something? I filled the pots with plants. Oh, so you did, Miss Alta. It looks quite lovely. I'm very glad that even here in the twilight of our time together, you're still taking the time to make our space beautiful. It means a lot to Bodo. It truly does. Now then, you're quite ready to see this little drawing I have cooked up. Oh, and here it is. What do you think? It's not bad. Thank you so much. It turned out rather well, if I say so. I will call this piece A Million Tiny Delights. Yes, that's a good name. Here, I would be honored to let you take the drawing with you. Thank you again so much for your help. Let's switch. Alright. Let's go get horrible lady over here. She wants a cinnamon taste, if I remember. And she wants lots of coffee. 'Cause she's a picky motherfucker. No, I've played Spirit Fair, not the Farewell Edition, like I said. And it's on my YouTube, and I cried during it. So, goddamn, making me make coffee when I'm a fucking tea shop. What level of offense is here? What do you need, Bodo? Bodo, is there a way to get more picture frames? I used all the empty ones in the shop. Huh? How artistically forward of you, Miss Alta. Perhaps museum curators in your future? But to answer your questions, no, Borio is not having more picture frames. Very sorry. I am, of course, acquiring them whenever I can. But pictures? Frame salesmen is not often wandering these woods. Can you perhaps settle for just the number of frames we already have? Sure, I'll make it work. What do I do with my other pictures? Again, great apologies, Miss Arthur. You may not be able to use every picture you are finding. Perhaps it would be a little exercise in choosing favorites. Yes, select a few photos which call deeply to your soul. Personally, Borok is so indecisive that I could never pick a favorite. That's why the frames were always empty when you arrived. But one day, I will be getting over my artistic decision and paralysis. Surely. Yes, it's not too late for a museum curator to be my future as well. I mean, I have been playing 2 Point Museum, not to, you know, call out kind of thing. Alright, lingers in your sweet and sugary cinnamon. So it's the Bellimont. Yellow and then pink and so. I forgot to. Hope she doesn't break my cup again. You're the whispering one. Big cup. Alright. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Let's go ahead and get a hot setup. Spanking time! Well, first yanking, then spanking. I keep on forgetting to say yanking first! Yank. Forgot to hold it. I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. 1. Yes, you exist. Yes, you're about to be petted, whether you want to or not. Hello, who's this handsome little gentleman you brought me? A fine specimen, a bouncing bundle of bumbling beauty. Miss Halta, it might surprise you that Pluffins have been in this clearing even longer than Bordeaux has. Indeed, this clearing is their domain. You and I are simply guests. Can I name this one? Perhaps, but miss, I am knowing your fierce demeanor. Any chance you intend to name a Pluffin after a swear word? Yes, I absolutely intend to name it. I can come up with a normal name, such as... Okay, a normal name. Crappy Baggins! Ah, yes. Quite as Porto is suspected. This time, the Committee for Puffing Naming has rejected your request. But you may reapply every 24 months. Okay, I need... 3. Goddamn. Alright. 1. 2. 3. Yep. Kick. Alright. 1, 2, 3. A little bit more. Okay. That feels like a proper amount. Excuse me while I hide it up here so you motherfucking puffins can't get it! I will move this all the way the fuck over here. If you fly, I will stab you. I'm staring. I did not mean to do that. Just checking. I put the book of answers in there. Not what I wanted. I was wanting to check the book of answers. I wasn't meaning to put the book of answers in there. What's this again? The Department of Property and Equipment Usage. After you allow useful to do this, but it's happened again. We said your replacement. We must be clear. At stake now is your pride as a tea shop operator. Who shall you choose to be? A careful, meticulous tea maker devoted to the proper use of tools, or a sloppy one of low moral fiber? Choice is yours. Yours. Y'all think about it. Remind me before I end this game of absolutely accidentally putting a whole bunch of shit that's very important into that to hear about how my low moral fiber exists. Okay, try this again. I need a whiling fruit, a pelimont, melon, bush. All those, okay. Now that is a coloration. Anyways. Might fill it, give him to some of the fluffins. Yeah, a little bit more. Maybe a tiny bit more. There we go. So it doesn't look like, you know. Here you go. Break my coffee cup again, I'll break your fucking face! I hate. Yep, you did it. To your credit, I'll say this. You bought me 2 cups of coffee now. Can you even attempt a compliment? Hey, it's just a fact. I can only speak the cold, objective truths. If the truth hurts, that's a you thing, not a me thing. Still, you did bring me a second coffee. Fine, take something off my hands, but only one! Say, the kid over there, the ones whose parents are a mystery. What's her deal? What's he doing around here? No idea. She's just been running around, drawing on walls, and asking me questions. She calls herself Monster, but I don't know if that's her real name. Listen to me. Kid like that, running around unsupervised, is not good. Oh, hey! Kids don't just automatically become healthy, well-rounded people like me. It takes work. They need coaching. They need direction. You hear what I'm saying? What you've done for this kid, eh? What kind of direction are you giving her? Nothing fucking good. I'm probably letting her go on once. That's your idea of proper role modeling? No, it's just I'm gonna put it off on somebody else's problem. Listen up here, you're gonna ruin that kid with your hippie delusions. Gonna run her right into the ground. Forget about this ad hoc art class you're letting her host. Try giving her an inkling of a direction. You think a kid like that just figures it all out on her own? Hell no! Excuse me, I'm not her mom. I've got my own thing going right now. Why should I look after someone's kid? Oh, you're a little preoccupied? A little distracted right now? A little busy? You think I give a rat's ass? I'm talking about a person who needs help. Someone in a bad situation. Here's a reality check. You're the only person around here this kid will properly listen to. She doesn't even do. Or they don't do. Now, you may not want to be in the truth, but that's the simple, stupid truth. Don't screw her up with your nonsense. Oh, fuck. No pressure, though. Alright, now get out of here. Your Nana-buckless vibes are wrecking my intended atmosphere. Thanks for the advice. Ha! Gonna color me some poppins. I mean, fluffins. Gonna make you look like Reese's. Like your Reese's advertisement. Oh, fuck. That's a dirty one. All these puffins are going to be strange, unusual colors. God forbid. I'm not on drugs. You're on drugs. See the puffin over there? You're just seeing things for changing different colors like that. I mean, look! Can't you tell? You're not on drugs. Alright. Let's talk to the gremlin. Hey, I get a question. If I find a thing and nobody else is using it, does it mean it's mine, right? Do I get to keep it? What exactly did you find? Come here, I'll show you. Is it a dead body? Is it a dead body? Do you want to keep a dead body? I'm asking the proper questions here. Oh, it's the sword. I mean, it's a good lesson if she cuts herself. Look, it's a cool sword. I found it so I get to keep it, right? Well, that's actually my sword. Why am I saying sword wrong? So it already belongs to me. If it's yours, why was it sitting here? Oh, well, it's a really strange reason. I don't know how to explain it. Tell me! Well, I'm a fighter. This is the sword I use in combat. You're a fighter? Yep, 8 years professionally. Wow, so cool! Where'd your sword come from? How'd you get it? I had it made for me by one of the truly great blacksmiths where I lived. I gave her endless instructions and specifications for how it should feel and what it should look like. When I have held the finished work, I knew beyond a doubt that it would help me become a champion. Endless days I trained with only this sword, over and over, learning its every subtlety. Years of practice, hundreds of fights, all using this sword. By the end, I felt complete and total mastery with it. The sword was made for me. I shaped myself around it. Have you ever killed a person in a fight? I don't want to talk about that. But I want to know! I want to know everything about fighting! Is it fun to be in a real fight? Does it make you feel super, super cool? Monster, I don't know all this because it's cool or fun. Really? So why did you do it? Because it challenges me in a way I love. With lots of skill, it's totally subjective as to how good you are compared to others. But combat is black and white. Either you overpower your opponent, or they overpower you. So every time I defeat someone in combat, I know, without a question, that I'm the one who worked harder. It's perfect crystal clarity. I did the work, and you didn't. A lot of things in the world are confusing, but this is the one thing that isn't. It's incredible. What? What's that look? You are the coolest person ever! Really? I thought you said I was stupid and old. Yeah, that's because I didn't know you could fight. But now I know you're a fighter. A real one! So that's so cool! Finally, a child's approval. I don't feel very cool. Nah, you're cool. It's official. Oh, Jackie Doname would freak out if he knew I was hanging out with you. Have more tea. I want more tea! To drink or to abandon. Yeah! Listen, if you want tea, you should request a specific kind. What's your favorite taste or your favorite thing to eat? Sometimes I eat dirt, but that's because I wanna. It's because it makes Annabeth so mad, which I like. What else? Cereal! Commander Crispies is my favorite. I eat it every time I stay at Tessa's place. Tessa's mom is so cool because she actually lets me eat sugary cereal. Cereal sucks if it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. That's what Commander Crispies says. Okay, so things you eat include breakfast cereal, sugar, and dirt. Yeah, I think so. Alright, I'm gonna make you a cup of tea, and this time you're actually gonna drink it. Do I actually put dirty coffee in there? Do I actually put dirt in there? Add a mushroom. Unwashed coffee. Give him coffee. We'll be giving the baby coffee. We'll be giving baby coffee. Yeah. I mean, I'm a good person. Except when I'm not. Whereas now that I'm not bothering to look for, you know, things. They're everywhere. A cup. That is, something. Oh, it's elephant. Alright. We need to make a snow cone. I mean, all yellow. I did not want to pick you up, but get down. Whistleberry. I have one of those. And then tea. Right. And I still need to actually put tea in there. Right? I'm not gonna let this get too hot for the kid. Water? Water! Why is it already warm? Alright. Let's get your cup. Where are you, little one? Yeah. Here's the tea you asked for. Can I have a different one? No, drink it. Okay. What do you think? Well, it tastes just like Commander Crispies. How do you do that? Snow cones and whistleberries. Well, I don't know what those are, but can't make me learn. Maybe the tea doesn't suck if it tastes like Commander Crispies. And it's got the taste of dirt, too. Teas taste like everything. I don't know what tea was this cool. Why didn't you tell me this tea was cool? I did. Yeah, but you didn't sound cool enough while saying it. You need to sound cooler. Oh, hey, there's something I need to ask you. Do you think you could beat a lion in a fight? Yeah, I think so. Two. How about a whale? Could you beat a blue whale? I don't know how that would work. Oh, it's easy. You just kill it with your sword or your hands. Yes, obviously. Which one would you rather fight, a lion or a whale? Why not both? Oh, yeah! I want to do that too! I would stuff the lion right into the whale's blowhole. Could you beat a guy if he had a sword, but all you had was a toothbrush? Could you still kill him? Monster, combat isn't just about what type of weapon you have. Combat is about control. Control is physical, but it's also mental. Control is knowing what your opponent thinks, what he fears. If I know exactly what my opponent wants, what he's scared of, I can win any time. That's how I became a champion. I made sure nobody could control me. Whoa! This is so cool! I'm learning way more than I ever did in school! Stay in school. No way! I'm not gonna let school control me! Sorry, there's been a Magical Girl, pilot that came out, and I just couldn't help but think for a second, just a tiny second, about that, looking at her. 1 second, Magic Girl, I need to feed my poppins. You know, make you feel more psychedelically, need helping. Like, all of mine need to start doing psychedelic colorations. You are looking boring. Here, have this. Like, this is no longer questioning the existence. When you stare at it, you question your sanity when you stare at all of them up in a row. See? My arm is broken, by the way. Can't you tell? Like that warrior who lost. Alright. Alright, magical girl, where do you go? Magical girl! Didn't mean to hit that button. Hi, beloved. Kindness to you. Welcome to the most begotten traveling types. Cheers. Yes, sure. Hello. Hello to you as well, me love. Kindness for the very gone muchly. This is Wanderstop. It is a tea shop. So true. Be lovely 'tis. Indeed well, much as the rest is be needed. Tells me, what's the matter of tea do ye serves like? There's lots of types. Tell me what you want, and I'll try and find it. What I want? 'Tis the lovely sweets of the sentiments, 'tis. Please it if it carries ye me love. Aeon brew. Aeon brew? Ah, so, the goddess herself do love the most she is finely made. Would it be sir, a cup for myself? How do you make an Aeon brew? Dreams? No. Dreams, puns, brews, and such like. Hasn't she made wells to do? Make wells do? Hang on, I'm gonna talk to Borio. He might have an idea of what you're talking about. Pixie, pixie dust. She wants pixie dust. Hey, what's the coolest fight you've ever done? The coolest? I took the Psycho 6 in their home base. I beat my own instructor using his favorite weapon. I fought Errol Draught on top of a moving train. He challenged me when I was a rising star in the fighting world. He wanted to cut me down a notch. I told him to pick a spot anywhere he wanted to duel, so he picked the top of a train because he thought he was a superhero. What? Did you fall? Nope, in fact, I disarmed him and held him at the edge of the train. He begged me not to drop him. Pretty humiliating for him. I don't think he showed his face at the arena after that. That's so cool! I'm gonna draw a picture of the fight! Make sure your drawing sucks. Yes, you bet! No pressure on the kid for making art. Hey, there's a customer over here saying some things that are difficult to understand. She mentioned Aeon Brew. Do you know what that is? My heavens! Borio has not received a request for Aeon Brew in many ages. This is one of the elder drinks used in ceremonies from long ago. Our new friend must be from Old Aeon. What a treat! Borio was very fortunate to be attending a ceremony in Old Aeon some years ago now, if you are believing it. What was the ceremony like? Goodness, it was immensely confusing. Borio has never been so overwhelmed. Many dozens of people and everybody is singing or doing a dance of some kind. Yet every dance and song is completely different. Was it all being improvised? I couldn't say. And they would stop and starting again, all in perfect unison with one another, over and over. For hours like this it went on. Truly, the endurance needed is quite beyond my comprehension. I would be honest, Borio found it difficult to know what to pay attention to. So much happening. Yet for all my bewilderment, it was truly a unique experience. Unforgettable in every way. But the Aeon Brew, we must be making some. There are several steps we must be following. First, use only cold water. We must be infusing the cold water with these ingredients in order. First, dupe shroom. Second, whey sprout. Third, you must color swap a puff pod using hue shrooms. Add one of these colorful puff pods to the fuser. Fourth is top in a blue loop. After all, we've added a tea bowl. The newest ingredients sit for 1 full minute. Finally, after a minute, 1 more tea bowl into the mix. Nothing else, just those ingredients. All taken together, this should be like the Aeon Brew. If Boro's memory is served correctly, that is. Memory is not my strongest suit. Not like bowling. Much better at bowling. I hope this is helping. Bowling, eh? Indeed, a beloved pastime for when I'm finding the time away from the shop. Can you guess what Boreal's highest score ever is? Guess. 1 billion? I don't know how boring is going. Well, no. It is 104. But goodness, a wonderful feeling bowl it was. I was being one with the alley. Truly I was. May Boro one day experience such a delight again one day. Now then, I'll be letting you back to it. Best of luck with your Aeon Brew. This is like the fucking final boss. Okay. What was the coloration of that one? Okay. Wrong, but alright. What do you want, kid? I did it! I drew a picture of your cool fight! Come on, I'll show you! I didn't throw him off. Where are you? Look, look, look! See, it's you on the train and you're beating the guy up. I know you didn't throw him off the train, but I drew you doing it because it's cooler. What do you think? Yeah, you look too cool. Nah, this is definitely how cool it looked, trust me. Oh man, I hope to get to see you fight one day. How did you get so good at fighting? Did you train on a mountain in the snow? No, I just trained the usual way. Hard work, every single day, for years. Whoa. How did you force yourself to train every day? Well, I didn't force myself. I wanted to do it. You did? You wanted to exercise? Yeah, I wanted to be great. If you want something hard enough, you'll go to any lengths to achieve it. Oh, how did you get yourself to want something hard enough? I don't understand. Like, if I want something, but I only kinda want it, how do I want it more? Well, I mean, when I said I wanted to be great, it was more like I had, it was like a voice in my head telling me what to do. Or, I mean, later on it felt more like an actual person, I guess. But for a long time, it was just a voice. A voice telling me to work hard every day. To never stop. I had to. I didn't have a choice. Wow! That's so cool! I want to have a voice in my head like that! As, who I am? Don't. No, you don't. Be outside the game. No, you don't. Hi, Apocalypse! Even I. No, I'm sure. You don't, I promise. What? Why not? Monster, this voice, I couldn't say no to it. Anything it told me to do, I had to do. And I didn't even realize any of this was happening. I was totally unconscious. By the time I could see it, I'd already done something horrible. Oh, well, if I do get a voice like that, I'll be sure to do only good things. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, probably my best plan yet. Sorry, stretching. You know, all this tea makes me want to get some tea. Just randomly. Totally not. Why do you want a voice like that anyway? Because I never want to do it. Because I never do anything good. Because I'm actually kind of stupid. So if I had that voice, I would work super hard to do stuff that's good. I don't think you're stupid. Ha! Yeah, I am. You just don't know it yet. Someday I'm gonna go do good stuff. For sure. Do your parents ever help you? Nah, they're always busy with stuff, so I don't see them much. But it's great, because I get to do whatever I want. Oh. Well, thank you for making this drawing of me. It was easy. Drawing cool fights is the best. I know, you could become a, comic book artist. I will be right back, y'all. You want to drown it? You want to drown it like a sack of puppies? I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking! Hi, cat. Hello, miss. Is there something I can assist you with? I was wondering if he had anything to say about the drawing. She did. Alright. Like I'm a drink. Okay. Okay. Alright. Dupe. Wait. We're gonna need a lot of tea. You are, yep, a dupe shroom. We need these here. Hue shroom. We have all 3 hue shrooms. I did not want to. I love that I look like I'm stabbing the fucking ground when I decide to plant some of these things. Like, I have violence with the ground. Watch me. Did I manage to get... Anyways. Alright. Probably for my own sanity, I'm gonna make some more yellow ones. tea. What do you need, kid? Hey, I made a decision. You want to hear it? Sure. I'm gonna be a fighter! Great. And you know what else I decided? Yes! You're gonna kill like 1 million people and animals? Ha! Yeah, for sure, but that's not the thing I decided. I decided you're gonna teach me! You're gonna show me how to fight! I wanna know all the ways you kick, punch, and how you dodge a suplex. You can show me sword stuff. I promise I'll be the best student you'll ever have! If you're my teacher, then you can make sure I work super hard and train every day like you did. Please? Well, no, I don't think that's a good idea. What? No. Why is it a good idea? Because I can't even carry my own sword. You can't? Why? Doesn't it belong to you? It does. I've had it for years. I used it every single day. So what's the problem? It's just, I can't. I don't know. I can't carry it, or, I just can't. Okay, maybe I'll just use the sword and you'll tell me what to do. Like, you don't even have to pick it up. You'll just point me and tell me stuff. So anything you say, I just have to be strong enough. Strong enough for what? Strong enough to, because I need to be good. I need to do good things, okay? What do you mean good stuff? Just, whatever makes people want to be around you. I don't want to do anything good ever. I don't do anything good ever. That's why Mom and Dad don't want me around. That's why Annabeth doesn't care about me. I have to do good, okay? I have to not be so stupid for once in my life. Monster? Why do you think that being able to fight has anything to do with people liking you? Well, I mean, it's like you said. You have to be in control of others. And if I'm in control, then nobody can hurt me, right? That's what you said. That's not what I meant. I meant only in combat, not in other places. But I want to try. I want to try being in control, please. No, I won't do this to you. I won't make you into me. See? You do think I'm stupid. You think I'm a dumb kid just like everyone else does, so you can lie to me and it doesn't matter. Monster, you aren't dumb. You just have no idea what you're getting into. I've seen how badly this can go. I have seen people truly hurt themselves. It's not about you, I promise. There are other reasons. If it's not about me, then you should trust me. No, I can't. I won't. I'm sorry. I'm not good enough for you. I'm not good enough for anyone. Monster. Go away. Listen, there are other ways to be strong. Stop! Stop talking! Go away! Go away! Alright, fine. That perfect. Alright. Pink and blue. Like I said, let me make more pink, just for my own sanity. Watering can. Fill the froggy. Alright. We need puff pot. Which is... My mind had a moment. It's Blue inside. Yep. Don't know why my mind's going everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I did not mean to put it that far away. Please don't. Where did I put? Oh, I put the froggy down there. Come here, froggy. Alright. Two shroom. One here. One here. Having a moment. That is a red. That is definitely red. Okay. Fresh water, don't heat it, move to the diffuser, add a dupe shroom. And a whey sprout. Green. Elsa. Bardo, I had a terrible conversation with the kid over there, Monster. She, I don't know. I don't know what I could do. Yes, Bardo, saw you speaking with her. He was appearing to be quite emotional. Children can be difficult, no. Truly, they have a mind of their own. Is there anything I could do to calm her down, to just settle her? Well, it's possible that she... Oh, goodness. What? Over there, exit towards the forest. I believe she has taken something of yours. Damn it, what's she doing? This keeps getting stupider and stupider. I should go out there and track her down. I don't want her to get too far with my sword. I don't want her to hurt herself. Yeah, see? Would Miss Alta like Borio's assistance after all? No, I started this. I should be the one to fix it. Very good. I am understanding. I wish you good fortune in the forest rescue expedition. Thank you. I'll be back in a bit. I mean, if she cuts herself, it's a good lesson. Listening to how things are fucking sharp. Monster! Monster, where are you? I'm an idiot. Keep moving, Alta. Monster, can you hear me? Oh. Monster, are you... There you are. Are you okay? Monster? Hey, what's going on? Did something happen to you? Why'd your sword get so heavy all of a sudden? I gotta be stronger. What the hell? Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I'm strong enough. You see, it's my sword. I'm the one who deserves it. How are you doing this? I wanted it. I wanted to be powerful, and I got it! Monster, please. Can you give me the sword? I don't want you to hurt yourself. No! You don't care about me. You just want what I got. You can't even carry the sword. That's what you told me. You're just jealous because now I'm strong. You don't like me being strong. It's not true. I don't want you to hurt yourself. The sword is heavy. The sword is heavy and sharp. You could easily hurt yourself if you don't know how to use it. Trust me, I've used this sword for a long time. It's dangerous. I'm not gonna hurt myself. If you give me this sword, I'll let you make other decisions, I promise. Liar! You're a liar! You think I'm too stupid to notice? You can't carry the sword, so now I get it. I get to be in control now. Say it. Say that I have to get the sword. Monster. Say the sword is mine! Now! Say it!
Hold on. Before you do anything, let's think about this. Alta, this is your sword. It was made just for you. You went undefeated for 3.5 years with it. Without the sword, who are you? You're nothing. You're nobody. Don't you see that? The sword is your right. Take it back, now, or you'll never be yourself again.
Yeah, it's yours. Really? I get to keep it forever? Yes. Maybe I don't even deserve the sword. I'm so stupid. I screwed up. I screwed up so badly. It's mine! It's mine! I'm gonna throw this out there. There's no separate thing for voices. It is music and sound effects. So, something has to be really loud. I get to do whatever I want. I get to be a fighter. I get to fight anybody. Nobody gets to tell me what to do again, ever. Nobody! Okay, what's the best thing to do? What's the best kind of stab to do? Do I swing like this? That seems good. Yeah, okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Ugh, your dang sword. Why is it always getting so heavy all the time? I'm just trying to do a stab.
She's distracted. This is your opportunity. This is your chance to take back what belongs to you, Alta. Please, don't let someone else take something that's a part of you.
Talk to the frightened voice that looks like monster. Hey. Are you okay? Are you scared? What are you scared of? Her? Why are you scared of her?
She's going to do something stupid.
What do you mean? What is she going to do?
It's just everything. Everything she does is bad. I have to watch her all the time to make sure she's not being stupid.
Did she do something to hurt you?
She made everyone go away with how dumb she is. She made Annabeth and Noah go away. And Tessa. She made Mom and Dad abandon us. She's just so out of control. All the time. She's nothing like you.
Well, I mean, Monster, I'm not as in control of myself as you think I am.
You're not? But you told me... You said how hard you always work to be in control. That's what you said.
Yeah, I sort of stretched the truth a little bit there. Honestly, I said a lot of that because I wanted you to think I was cool.
You did?
Yeah, and maybe I used to be really in control at some point. But lately, I just feel confused. I feel scared. And alone. Ugh, I've done everything right, everything I was supposed to do, and I still feel so scared. I don't get it. I don't get why I feel so alone. You know what? I think that's probably how she feels too. Alone. Hey, I have a really big favor to ask you. Could you try your best to trust her?
What do you mean?
She's smarter than you realize, I promise. But you have so much power over her. She'll do anything you say. Please, can you let her make some of the decisions? Can you give her a shot? I think she really wants you to trust her.
Really? You really wanted me to think you were cool?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Huh.
Hey, am I good? Are you good? What do you mean? Like, am I good as a person? Do you think I'm good? Yeah, of course. You're weird and you're stubborn, but I like that for some reason. I think it's because you remind me of me when I was a kid. Really? Yeah, absolutely. Actually, a lot like how I was. Huh? Okay. Monster, do you believe me when I say you're good? Because I mean it. You're good. Uh... Yeah, okay. I believe you. You do? Yes, I do. I trust you. I trust you, I trust you, I trust you. I'm good. Good. I mean... Pat her on the head. There. Will you stay with me? Can you promise not to go anywhere? It's okay. I trust you. Come on, monster. You're tired. Let's go back. Okay. Oh, I picked up the sword. I can leave at any time, but I guess I'm gonna go with the Star Child thing. Glad to see you coming around, Miss Alta. Did I fall asleep? Indeed. Shortly after you returned to the clearing, the two of you seemed quite tired. I put your sword back by the tree stump as always. The monster okay? Indeed. She napped ferociously for a time, but now she is up and about. Perhaps you should go say hello to her. She is certainly the one who loves to talk. Yeah, sure. Is everything okay? Borio? Earlier you were telling me how the forest works. When I was out there just now, with Monster, I could feel my inner voice talking to me. She told me to take the sword away from Monster, But I was able to choose not to. How is that possible? She never backs down when I tell her to. Yes, just like you said, Boros suspects that this forest is separating a thing into its pieces. For just a moment, you got to have some breathing room from this voice. But once I leave this forest, separation will end, right? Yes, that is right. And the decision is not to obey may become as hard as it was before. Yes, somehow I thought going through all this would, like, change me in a more permanent way. Yes, I am understanding very much. The forest is giving you no fixes. All it can be doing is giving you some new information. To be able to see something is perhaps not as pleasant as being able to fix it. But if you are wanting Borrow's opinion, seeing is a wonderful first step. Well, then, the shop needs our care, as ever. I believe I will take a look around. I am wishing you well as always, Miss Arthur. Alright, Nana. How's business, Nana? Huh. If I told you that, it'd be completely eliminate the element of surprise. I'd be a sitting duck. I can see you there waiting for me to slip and reveal something. It won't happen. So, have you studied the economics books I gave you yet? I read the whole thing. Good. Just remember, it's only the very start, the tip of the iceberg. You hadn't begun studying economics until your brain's leaking out your ears. Literally! Keep hitting the books. Don't get flabby on me. I need an actual competition out here. Kids these days don't know a thing about hard work, you hear me? It's all gone to hell. That's why you keep that kid over there out of trouble. Gotta kid her some direction. Nana, why do you keep berating me about taking care of Monster? Do you know her from somewhere? What's the deal? No deal to it. I don't know the kid. Just, got a feeling, that's all. No, hang on. Explain what you mean. Look, I'll tell you something here, but you gotta keep it between us. Deal. You see, I see things, Kay. I got a type of vision. Ain't like the way most people see things. The big fellow over there has been helping you out. He sees things too. He's got an eye for what people need. See, the adults have already pulled onto the station. We got our ducks in a row. But that kid over there has, well, let's just say she's got potential. Could go a bunch of different ways. And old Nana happens to be an eye for the ugly ways it could go. What do you see? Don't you worry. I ain't a fortune teller. Just got the vibe, that's all. And I'm saying a real person needs direction, or things get ugly, and I've seen real ugly. I'm telling you to head off into the past. Don't go there. Whatever there is. That is all I gotta say on the matter. Alright? Look, take something off the counter. Olive branch on account of you helping me with the kid. I have a feeling that I should have talked to her earlier. Thanks, Nana. Don't say I didn't do nothing for you. Actually, scratch that. Please say I did nothing for you. Last thing I need here is to be seen as some kind of charity case. Ha! Never again. Why are you black as glowy? Yeah, look at me! I'm still kind of glowing and stuff! That's neat. Yeah, I'm definitely not as strong anymore, though, which sucks. But being big and strong was so cool! Is that what you get like when you're fighting? You mean, do I glow and gain magical strength? Yeah! Unfortunately, no, but it sounds cool. Oh, dang! You should be heated and glowing! That would be so neat! Do you feel okay after all that in the forest? It was pretty intense. Yeah, I'm good. I was just kind of tired for a bit, but now I'm feeling good again. So, do you see another you and me when we were out there in the forest? Like a duplicate version of each of us, and they glowed and talked? Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't see anything. That sounds so cool, though! I want to see ghost versions of us! Right, okay. Well, okay then. I'm gonna go and see if I got superpowers from this black glowing stuff! Would you like a cup of tea? Yeah! What flavor would you want? The same as before? Yeah! Make it taste like Commander per Krispies! Alright, we'll do. I'm gonna make it. I can't give her the puffkins? That sucks. Puffkins can go next to... Inward. In spite of these failures, I invite you inward still. Achievement. So I don't have to make it taste like dirt either. Okay, let me do that real quick. It's a snow cone. Alright. No, I also need a tea-ball. Let's go make the little one tea first. Yankity! Actually, I think I have to before it turns that stupid thing off, so... I don't know where her... I see where her cup is. It's right over there. I just saw it. Here. Ba-ba-bum. I'll take a bit. Do-do-do. Hair kept coming down the way. I don't want to do too much for her. Alright, little one. Where'd you go? Here's your tea. Okay. What do you think? Yeah, this is Commander Crispy's again. Do you know that Commander Crispy's theme song? He's got a song and it's all about his cadets sing. I memorize the song because how intelligent I am. Oh! Just litter. Oh, we're the Crispy Cadets on a mission to space, and we're serving up breakfast of galactic good taste. I don't know why I'm going with this one. So, 3, 2, 1, are you ready? Get set. I know this is nothing like the music that's playing. Cleared for launch. You're now a Crispy Cadet. It really speaks to the majesty of outer space. No, it's a stupid song about cereal. It's dumb. Hey, Monster. So... It's possible that I actually have to leave soon. And you know, if that happens, I won't be around to talk to you anymore. Oh. And, you're gonna be okay even without me. Because you're actually strong. You're stronger than you think. You don't need, like, combat information to be strong. You're good all on your own. And it's not about me, you know. It's you. You're good. Does that make sense? Maybe. I think so. Where are you gonna go? Home, I think. But I'm not sure. Is that good? Do you want to go home? Yes. I've been wanting to go home for a while now. I feel ready. It's what I need, I think, for me. The point is, sometimes people say goodbye and it's okay, right? Does that make sense? And it's not about you. You're good. You're good, okay? I'm good. Yes, exactly. You're good. Okay, yeah. I trust you. Hmm? What is it? Yeah, it's nothing. Okay, I gotta go. Alright, I'll see you around. Alright. Let's get this last puffin turned into a masterpiece before starting on the... Why do you keep moving this over there? I feel like this keeps being moved over there. What? I'm gonna... No, I don't wanna... No. I'm gonna place it on this table and it better not move from this table. Hey, Rag, how are you? Alright. Let's see. Let's pull out the handy dandy notebook. Freshwater. I need a blue loop. Mental focus. I believe in you. Just don't ask me to believe in myself about the mental focus thing. I can't keep a straight thought in my head 90% of the time. Okay. Green. The infuser at a tube shroom. But I believe in you. You can do this. I, however, am a question mark 90% of the time, but... Oh, wait. Why did I round it out? Grab the cup. Alright. For the water. Making sure. Dupe shroom. It has to be in this order. Okay, puffer. Blue loop. Okay. That is an interesting looking setup. Yeah, for reasons. I think that's the best coloration out there yet. That room thing. Yes, this is the correct one. Alright, Magic Girl, let's go. That is loud thunder. Here you go. Chan, it's been so loved as a brew, such ale brew it does some. You're welcome. Welcome indeed. It easy blessed we got heavy minds. 'Tis a brew most lovely upon her whom dreams light and begotten bright. Yes, very much grateful for it, you love. What brings you to this forest? Colleen's Pudge lovely tree woods. Saw us on old Aeon come forth towards quite often like. Can't help it, no. Couldn't stop if truly wanted. 'Tis tree wood most coveted indeed. Cheers feeling it, yes. The pullingness, me love, it serves me heart. Pullingness? She feels it too, the pulling, the ripping. 'Twas 2 pieces of myself removed from, made fragments. Feels all about here, it does, yes'm. What are you doing? What are you here to do? To do? Why, goodnessly no, here, only here to be. 'Tis to be, yes, 'tis, indeed will wishes to be here for many passing days. 'Tis all we ever wanting us. 'Tis feels what ancient pulling does for te tender heart's glow. Necessary like, yes, a fragment what keeps all's every stuff together. Oh. Me love, tear to your face, most wondering cloud like it is. Ah, but wondering eases blessings, yes. Shan't be deeper worsening just worries, no. Very much unkind friendly, that. Love, let us be looking upon picture instead. 'Tis most joyful. D'ye see, very home to dwelling made myself pon on old Aeon. Ah, sweet friendly like. Most ancient home dwelling it is, but most loved. Warm hearth be the dream space, Chida. Chida? Ah, yes, there within is the makings, so's indeed. Ah, she catching me going on and on. A favourite picture's this. You take it, whatcha? A bestowal gift, kind. A gift. Sure, thank you. Dreams, me love, dreams and all the co. Sweetly love me, they settle in ya, kind. I guess. I will put you there. Should. I wonder if my character will have a reaction to. I wonder if he will have a reaction to giving Aeon brew. Why, Miss Alta, you brought Boreal a cup of tea. Yes, this is for you. Wonderful. Well, it's a cup of Aeon brew. Exactly as Boreal remembers it. Yes, I am being taken back to that dizzying ceremony. It almost is like a dream. Boreal spent nearly a week amongst the people of old Aeon, and what people they were. Very intense about everything. Intensely friendly, intensely passionate. I am being a fan of passionate people, as any reasonable tea maker would. But after a week, I was rather needing of some time off to stare at a wall and do nothing. I hope that our friend from old Aeon enjoys the drink. To Boreal's taste, it is a perfect recreation. It's gonna be the same.
Huh. Interesting. It kind of sends these weird shivers all over your body. But it's not unpleasant. It's sort of, I don't know, invigorating? Like I could stand up and dance or something. Yeah, okay. I can see how you'd use this in a big ritual. It's making me a little jittery and ready to move.
Move your body, body. Oh, no, you gotta move it, move it.
And now the feeling is just totally gone. You need to keep drinking the stuff pretty regularly to make it through a whole ceremony.
Yeah, I wake up to a poppin' staring at me after drinking that. You got the drugs too, mama? Is that why you're looking at me like that? Actually, I feel like seeing if I could get all the poppins to be this colorful. Just inch them out a little bit at a time. Drink. Me lovely cherry fears it's the most deepest of fragments. A great pull, a rift-like, twirt much long ago now. Aye, this feeling, it is a calling purpose, it is feels. 'Tis me loves it most, I does. Feels it echoes, feels the ripples in me heart. A fragment most kind, most good kind, a calling purpose is. So's, hopefully Cherry also felt it, for most well and common treat. 'Tis all well, 'tis all, me love, 'tis all. Are you going off? Haven't. Can you drop it? Thank you. Oh my gosh. That thing again, monster. I really enjoyed spending time with you. Did I do a good job? I hope you connect with your family again. The not talking is having a problem again. But I will, before I go, make all of these radiant joys. I mean, there's no point in me doing it. I'm doing it anyways because I want to. You just realized what? Yeah, if Willy Wonka wasn't fucking crazy, I mean, wasn't, you know, crazy in that sense. Different sort of crazy. Well, this is finding yourself crazy, not losing yourself crazy. Trying to make them all like Lisa Frank. Except less of the, you know, workshop, sweatshop workshop kind of setup. Hopefully I can get to all of them. I will not remake it if I don't have enough for all of it. All of them. You leaving? No, it's going to be extremely hearing nothing but silence from you. Silence? Missy, I've tried being silenced once and it was goddamn nightmare. Oh, how are you talking? I thought everyone went silent. Yeah, the losers did maybe, but do I look like one of those bimbos to you? Can't shut me up. Just you try, universe. Just you try. Come on, universe, you got this. The universe thinks it's so high and mighty. Push. Is there a reason you didn't lose your voice the way other people here seem to? Missy, I already told you this. Me and Bodio aren't like everyone else around here. The two of us are cut from a different cloth. We don't play by the rules you've been setting here. The rules I've been setting? Yeah, you. I'm perfectly aware of who the forest is responding to around here. So don't try and make this about someone else. Take some goddamn responsibility for once. Alright, that's it for old Nana. Something tells me I gotta get out of here, lickety-split. Nana? You said you saw potential in people, right? The bad kind. Yeah, what of it? What do you see in me? In you? Look, the reason I don't tell folks about this vision of mine, they all seem to need some kind of reassurance. Reassurance that they ain't bad people or something like that. But you listen to me, there's no bad people, only bad choices. That's it. The kid over there, she doesn't get the choice. The choice is being made for her, and that pisses me off. Pisses me off. You, on the other hand, gets to choose. So just don't be an idiot about it. How do I not be an idiot? You'll figure it out. Alright. Time's wasted. There's market potential out there just begging to be tapped into. I'm out of here. Bye, losers. Good riddance. Don't die, Nana. One of those, I dare you, God, to strike me down. Ha! Fucking missed. Levels. I know, like I said, I don't have to go around and make sure all these little ones are the correct coloration. But I'm gonna. Or at least the ones that I can see so far, and I think there's like one other that's around here in a more of a greenish coloration, and then I'll head out. My voice is sore from doing all these different voices. Ah! Or not. Swear, there's one more. Turning this ugly greenish color. Are you sleeping inside there? Well, my sword's back there. Cool. Whoever gets to it first! Still none. Wait, why did I carry the sword but I was with the monster? Why not now? And let's see if the magic girl can still speak. If not... I love that, like, you can sometimes serve people here and never get their name, and they're only, like, one thing to serve. I didn't mean to... Maybe I am the sword. Oh, won't even let me talk to the magic girl here. Alright. Bottle. I know it's not Borio, but I just feel like saying it that way. Alright, it's time to clear off the table. Borio, it's done. Monster's not talking anymore. Ah, I see. Indeed, Borio, notice you're looking somewhat ashen. How are you feeling? I just want to be able to talk to her again. Yes, I can be understanding that very much. Well then, am I thinking this time we convene at the shrine once again? I will see you there in just a moment. The shrine doesn't look like it's crying as much. I mean, the glowing tears, but it might be something else. But when he turns it on, it does that. Here we are, one last time. And there we go. Yep, there. This is it, Miss Alta. It's time to... Say, Borio just had an idea. What if we made one last cup of tea? One more brew to send out a big adventure together? I would be grateful if you made a cup of something you love. What do you say? Sure, I can do that. How delightful! Thank you. Please bring whatever flavor tea you prefer. I am feeling most memorable right now. Perhaps a flavor that best captures your feeling on our time together. But only if you wish. Anything at all will do just fine. Thank you again, miss. Okay. I'm gonna go with... whey paw wheat. Puff pod fern, maybe. Maybe an azzy fruit. I already have both those already in here. I have one last thing of tea. Spanking machine time! I did pour everything out right. Yep. Ariel! One last spanking! Let's go! One last spanking! Well, let me first. Let's spank, spank, spank. Let's go. Spank, 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 spank. Oh right, I was gonna get rid of a thing by accident again. I'm gonna put a book of answers. I'll put in there too. Who am I concerned? Us again. Department of Parpa Command. Is this a joke, is it? You're not even trying. Perhaps you're not aware that here at the DPTEU, we take pride in our work. We do this because the proper usage of tea equipment is important. Means something. What do you have if you don't treat your making equipment with respects? Like always. Nothing, you have nothing. No, I'm gonna do it just again after we finish this tea. Here it is. Goodness, there must be 1,000 ingredients in this tea. Your maximalist approach to making this tea is a fitting way to close out our time together. Is it delicious? Perhaps not, but it is reflecting your personality, and for that I am just grateful. Miss Alta, thank you so very much for the drink. I am grateful for your presence and your effort as always. In fact, being here with you now, at the end of it all, well, I must say, it is a strange and wonderful feeling. No customers asking for tea. No tasks that require doing. Just us. Us and our tea shop. Isn't it a peculiar sensation when everything goes quiet? I know how much Miss Alta enjoys excitement, but perhaps you might stay here and enjoy the silence with me for a bit. Stay here and do what exactly? Well, that's just it. There's nothing in particular to do. You could decorate a bit if you still feel like arranging some of our many plants. Or maybe there are photographs you wish to capture. Or not. You might meander about and sweep up some leaves or feed the puffins. Or perhaps you wish to make barley or have a cup of tea. I am always enjoying that very much. And of course you can make a cup of tea for yourself and sit and enjoy. Are there any flavors of tea you've not yet tried? Now might be the time to try a few. But Miss Alta, these are not requests or tasks. If you simply want to sit and do nothing, that is fantastic as well. I am only suggesting a moment of pure openness, if that makes sense. Nothing in particular to be gained, just existing. In fact, this is what life is like for Boreal most of the time. Nothing much happens, just existing. Don't you get bored? Yes, all the time. But that is something I am enjoying, in fact. Boredom can be a wonderful luxury. Is that hard to imagine? I can understand, but it is true. What do you think, Miss Alta? Do you feel like taking a bit of time to enjoy the silence? But how? Doing nothing is excruciating for me. Mario, you've seen me. I generally keep trying to slow down and rest. I want to get better at it. But then the person who looks like me, every time I try and do nothing, she forces me back into action. Sitting around all day doing nothing is meaningless if she gets her way in the end. Ah, yes. I am understanding completely. Perhaps she's seeing the boredom as an obligation, an errand, a chain upon the neck. From that perspective, I'm quite understanding her objections to it. If I had to guess, boredom may be a difficult thing to do until she allows it. So perhaps you could request her permission to be bored. You think she'll listen? I don't know, but to ask the question with an open heart is a good first step. For now, she cannot stop you from simply sitting on a bench and listening to the wind. Perhaps she'll better understand the merits of boredom with an occasional demonstration. She wants what's best for you. I'm sure you can persuade her the value in the thing of doing nothing. Miss Alta, I thank you so much for your patience and your thoughtfulness. Boreal appreciates it very much. You have shown such remarkable resilience. It has been a true treat to be on this journey with you. Whenever you have become bored of boredom, you may of course meander over to the shrine. I feel quite certain it will allow you to move on to the next thing. Whatever that means. Once I sit down at the shrine, I won't be able to see you again. Oh, no, I believe I will see you before you go. Boro may not be in control of the forest, but I am certainly able to sneak in and last goodbye. Don't worry, I will be there to see you out. Take your time, Miss Alta. Do not go until you feel good and ready. We are in no rush here. Okay. If we're in no rush, I'm gonna get a refill. Have some vanilla chai. I am happy. Now let's go be a menace real quick. Sorry. My phone got knocked off the charger, so it's charging slower. Let's see how mad we can get this group of people to be. No more spanking this time, though. We're just yanking. To whom it may concern, I just can't. I can't anymore. Why? Best wishes, Department of Property Equipment Usage. Wanna try that again? Ah, damn. I guess I've pissed him off enough that he's just sending the same letter over and over again. Wait, it looks like I can talk to her. Or not. Hey, monster? So I'm actually trying to learn how to be bored. Can you believe that? I imagine you're pretty great at being bored. Kids are good at that, or at least they talk a lot about it. Yeah, okay. I'll see you around. Do I go sit on a bench? Do I go sit on the bench? It's a lovely little shop. Rather peaceful with the rain, too. Especially with the music, too. Alright. We ready to end this, y'all? So is it the mysterious shrine? Sit down in front of it and let your mind wander? Yes. Hey, are you there? Can you hear me? I know you're here. I can feel you. Could you trust me? Please, I want to earn it. I want to earn your trust. What do you think? Can you give me a shot?
I want to earn your trust. I want to earn your trust. Can you give me a shot?
It's just a clearing. Well, well. There it is. We're done. Miss Alta, I believe the forest will now be sending you off. So I'm just going back. Everything returns to how it was. Well, I can tell you for certain that you'll be leaving these woods. But whether it goes back to how it was, that will be up to you. Am I going to be a fighter again after all this? Well, from Boreal's perspective, I am certainly thinking it's possible, if that's something you want. But what do you think, Miss Alta? Do you feel that you are going to become a fighter again? I'm not sure. Do I have to decide right now? Not at all. In fact, perhaps it's a good thing to never truly know. I am very proud of you, Miss Alta. Boreal has very much enjoyed your company here in the clearing. Whatever comes next is up to you, and I trust you to be making the good decisions. Once I leave, will I ever see you again? Oh, I should very much be thinking so, but not right away. In time, the forest will always invite you back. I enjoyed spending time with you. Miss Alta, to hear you say so is a joy upon the soul. Thank you very much. And I, you. So, what do you say? Are you feeling ready? It's up to you. We will not move on until you have decided it's time. Can we stay here just a few more minutes? Of course, Miss Alta. Of course. We will stay right here until you're ready. No. We're just in the magical woods. I like this. This is a good game. Shire. I find it interesting. The main person and the only one that actually has a true voice is Alta. And thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate. Zinna's trippy video. Oh, Master went. Yeah. Like, Bardo didn't have a voice at all, so. But I liked it. And Aperta was involved. Goodness. But nearly all of Annapurna quit because of certain decisions by the CEO, if I remember correctly. Created their own company. Alright. I mean, you might have been able to. I just decided against it. I decided against stabbing the child. I know. How dare I? Who to raid? I haven't raided them in a while. Fonts. Like I said, it's dyslexic font. Open dyslexic cover. Ready to go, sweetie. And then they're gone. I can chapter select even. Huh. Alright, y'all. I mean, I could have tried. I also would. I was thinking of, the thing is, I was thinking I was gonna finish Dawn Trail tonight, but I just decided I might as well finish this. Because I'm not sure about how much stuff like that will take, timing-wise. Alright. I like the game, it was sweet. Alright, let's finish what kita read. Actually, no, why did I say that? I already have somebody I'm gonna read. Alright, y'all, this is Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night, whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment.
Okay, well, depending on how this goes, you guys, we may... I mean, these guys are so sweaty. Oh my goodness gracious. What the heck? Welcome to the Raiders. Ishnai, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to the Raiders. Welcome, Ishnai. And Ishnai's community. Welcome.